the show, he says. Let's start the show. Let's start the show. Let's start the show. I got something funny. Let's start the show. Let's start the show.
Okay, I have a confession.
You want to start with the confession?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So, as everyone knows, I am a recreational smoker. I enjoy
What? Of
marijuana.
What? Okay.
The old flower.
The old adage, marijuana.
That old dope. But being in Texas, the way it goes is if supply and demand can't meet, you just don't get it.
Yeah. Okay.
So
there's no supply and demand.
Yeah, there is. There's a whole chain.
No, I mean, like, right, the supply and demand. Typically, like, if people are demanding, you supply. Like,
exactly. When the supply can't meet the demand.
It's like supply and demand. With the whole supply and demand, you don't get it. It's like, no, that means you get it.
No. But when the supply doesn't meet the demand, you don't get it. And so,
okay, no, I got it. Yeah,
right. So since we got back from the wedding, and even like the day we left, we just didn't have any. And that's cool. That's fine. It's whatever. But by yesterday evening, I was like, come on, man. Like I could really go for that right now. You know what I mean? So I was like,
weed?
Yeah. I was just like kind of bored and I was trying to get into this game I was playing. And I was like, dude, you know what would just help this game exponentially, Tomb Raider, is if I could enjoy you in a different way. But then I was like,
wait, you were playing Tomb Raider in
here last night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You don't have any.
Right.
You're not doing any weed right now.
Exactly.
Of your job.
And I wasn't really bugging about it, but I was kind of bored and I was playing a game and I was like, this kind of sucks. And I just Googled on my phone. I was like, as a joke, just to myself with no one around, Googled, when will Texas legalize weed? I mean, I knew there was no answer to that, but I just Googled it. And the first thing that came up was like, hey, if you like smoking weed and you live in Texas, just go get some Delta 8. And I was like, well, what the fuck is Delta 8?
Oh, no.
So I looked into it, right? And it's like hemp, it's CBD or whatever, but they found some loophole in states where CBD is legal, where they can actually sell this stuff with THC in it. It's got THC in it, but the THC that's in marijuana is Delta 9 THC, and they somehow modified it to not have as much THC. No, just listen.
Joel.
I'm not condoning this or suggesting anyone do this.
Dude, absolutely not. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and say this right now. We do not condone.
No, don't do this. This is stupid. And I'll be your guinea pig and I'll tell you my experience. So, as far as I could see, it's not like K2 or Spice or anything like that, right? This is
Delta 8.
No, that's just Delta 9 is what's in weed. That's the strand of THC. That's the name for the THC that's in weed, right? And they modified it to not have as much THC. And that's Delta 8. I mean, it existed. It's always
Joel,
existed.
where is this going? I am so confused.
Right. No, I know. So was I. Because I was like, how could this be legal in Texas, right? But it's all a loophole. And so I drove up to our tobacco shop or whatever, and I was like, do you guys have this? And he was like, oh, yeah, man, we have a lot of that. And they have all different brands, like brands that I've heard of. And I was like weed brands, but we're making that. And I was like, huh, that's really interesting.
Like Hostess.
Yeah, Hostess.
Laird's,
Cheetos,
Kellogg.
No, but like hemp brand and just companies that exist. And so I was a little surprised by that, and that gave me a little bit more confidence, because I was like, I know these brands. That's interesting. So I bought a jar of what looks like weed and a jar of gummies. Okay, and the guy was like, if you're a regular smoker, you should definitely get the stuff like the flower. And I was like, but like it might be bullshit. Fuck my throat up. Let's go with the gummies. But I decided to try both as an experiment for this show for the customers. So last night I came home.
Wait, hold on. So this is a Delta 8 review?
Yeah. No,
hold on.
Not really. Not a review.
These are still are soft. These are cold open. Hold on. I was just sitting here listening. I'm like, wait a minute. We haven't even done the intro yet.
I forgot.
All right. Hey, guys. Welcome to another episode of I Didn't See It, but I Believe You. I'm Doug.
I'm Joel.
This is episode 111. And Joel, if you're just joining us, Joel is telling us about how he is smoking fake weed again.
I'm not currently smoking anything. Okay, so I came home last night, and I'm going to be honest with you. Again, like this is it doesn't have any of the telltale signs of any of that shit that used to be like loopholes sold at stores. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so I was very confused. And if you look it up, I mean, New York Times, Forbes, they've all published articles about it really recently. And I was like, this is, weird, but let's see what's going on with it. So I opened up the flower first, and it looks exactly like weed, and it smells like it. It smells like it. And I'm like, what's going on? So I put it in the grinder, I put it in the bowl. Does not taste like it. It does not taste good.
What's it taste like?
Potpourri, like bullshit. Like seriously, but it just had the worst, like it just felt like real grass, right? And I was like, this is awful. So 0 out of 10 for that. Felt nothing. It was bullshit. It's CBD. It's smokable CBD that they claim has THC in it, right? So anyway, not cool. Took a gummy. Let me tell you, Douglas. It's fucking real. It was a weed. It felt like taking a weed gummy, dude. I was not prepared for it because I took it and was just like, I'll just eat this sweet. There's no way this is gonna work. It'll be like a melatonin gummy, if anything. Nope. Out of nowhere, I'm sitting on the couch and I realize I haven't moved in like an hour. I'm not looking at my phone. I'm not looking at the TV. I'm just sitting there.
It just sounds like you're back on your old bullshit.
No, I just wanted to see what was up with it because I was reading about it. So look at this thing. Look at this. It like literally looks like the stuff you buy at the weed store.
What's it called?
Ganjica. But dude, anyway, fascinating stuff that is even legal in Texas, and it's THC, and I don't know how they're getting away with that. I bought this in Texas at the store.
Delta 8 noted. Well, thank you so much for that, Joel. And no, that was definitely not a spot. If you're getting paid for that, you better throw some. You better Venmo me, bro. I said you better be Venmo me because I have. I mean, you know how many tens and tens of listeners.
11 or 12 people are going to hear that.
They're going to hear that, and you're going to freaking be eating Ganjinka.
Crow. You're going to eat crow real soon if you keep talking like that.
So for those, I'm good. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
Thank you so much for asking. I have it in my notes to call you mate. I don't know why I put that in there. I must have wrote that note.
I have a note too. We never have notes anymore.
I always have notes.
Okay, I have a note. America's richest people say they can't wait to leave the Hamptons because the party season is just too intense. So I read this whole article in the bath just so I could tell you how funny it was.
Hey, do you love me?
Yep, love you lots.
Like, seriously?
Yup.
You love me?
Sure.
You though?
Yeah.
Thanks, Joel. I love you too.
I love you, buddy. So the rich people in the Hamptons, one of the guys was quoted as saying, I'm a 1%er. But I can't handle this because all the wealthy people are moving there now. And so all the other wealthy people are like, you can't even get a reservation unless you have a secret number. They won't answer the phone. So they don't go out anymore. So they go back to New York for vacation to relax. The plight of the wealthy, Doug.
My brother-in-law is from like the poor side of the Hamptons.
Do you think he ever complains that he can't eat it? Buffalo-nut?
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 Buffalo-nut? What the hell is that?
Buffalo nuts. Sugma.
Sugma nuts?
Sugma dolls.
Hey, guys. Hi. Welcome to Sugma.
I almost feel like we should start this whole fucking show over.
Hell no, dude. We're on a roll. Sugma nut. Hey, welcome to Sugma nut.
Sugma nuts. Suck my nuts. I want to be an astronaut. Do you remember that song? I think it was like Oh, I can't remember the band name. Something's like cosmonaut, cosmonaut. I wanna be an astronaut.
What the fuck? No, I have no idea what that is. But I said there's like a whole thing of like just being like, when I grow up, I want to be a Sugma nut. Ooh, it's so gross.
Mom, I was watching Apollo 13, and I want to be like Tom Hanks, be a Sugma nut. Go up to space, Sugma nuts, Sugma nuts.
Houston, this is Houston. You are free to Ligma. I'm sorry, Houston. What is Ligma? Ha, Ligma nuts. Got him, Houston.
Well, you're about 3 minutes away from dying from lack of oxygen, so you might want to actually get back in that procedure and really get into that duct tape.
Who told you that? Lou? Lou?
Lou is
Mr. Sassole?
Sassole? Is there a Lou Sassole here?
Got him.
Suck my nut.
Sugmanauts. Oh shit.
What if somebody wanted to just pull somebody wanted to die and they just like, why hasn't anyone ever done this before? Holy shit. Do you ever think about like how nobody ever does any of the actual crazy shit that people are capable of doing? And it's like, man, that's pretty weird that no one's ever done that. Like, how come no one's ever found out they're going to die? They got like terminal cancer or something. And they decide to prank everybody. And they become an astronaut just to get up in space.
How are they going to find you? Can't. You have 3 months to live.
Just go become a fucking Sugma nut.
Sir, Joel, you have 3 months to live. Well, I guess
I better get to training.
Oh my God.
Finally, I can do everything I've ever wanted.
I'm fucking dying.
Me too, man. Oh, that's fucking funny.
Shit.
Okay.
That just makes me think of like a little Make-A-Wish foundation. Dude, I'm so sorry. But just when you think of like Make-A-Wish Foundation and be like, Billy, what? And also, Make-A-Wish Foundation, that's pretty heavy shit.
Yeah. Oh, I just found out it's not just kids that are going to die. It's also just if kids go through like a heavy illness and they're totally going to be fine, but they're like, it's going to be like mentally crushing for them. They'll give them a wish.
Freaking those fucking kids. They're just like giving them the placebo effect. They're like, see, all kids get it. Even the ones that live get to do this.
Everybody gets a wish.
Everybody gets a wish. But it's really just like, but just imagine Make-A-Wish Foundation coming into your apartment. Wait, kids are coming to your place.
You know John Cena's with them.
But you're like 13 years old, so like, hey, if Make-A-Wish is here, things are bad. And they're like, wait,
why are you doing this?
Billy, what's your last wish? You're like, what the fuck? I want to fucking live.
I'm like, to live.
I'll look at mom or whoever. I'd be like, dude, are you serious? It's like, is it that bad? I've been lying to me this whole fucking time.
And they're like, no, everybody gets a fucking wish.
No, it's not going to be okay. I don't want to fucking meet John Cena. I want to be a goddamn astronaut.
And then he just busts through the wall anyway. Burr, 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 burr. He's there anyway.
He's like fucking crying. John Cena's like, I mean, you can still maybe be an astronaut. We'll just see how things go. Dude, holy shit.
Okay, so like I got a lot of love for John Cena for the stuff he does.
Why?
So that is all. The dude does so much good for people.
I mean, he's like, I'm a huge wrestling fan. John Cena's character is horrible. I absolutely understand why the youth loves him and stuff like that. And also, I mean, is he a good person? Like, did you see the whole entire thing? Do you know the whole scandal with him knowing fluent Mandarin because he said Taiwan?
Dude, no, I'm not saying he's not without his faults. I'm just saying I do think the stuff he does for kids is good. But
and also I mean, like, go ahead. I'm sorry.
My bad. No, I'm seriously laughing still from just everything. But I just
Sugmanaut?
the problem is that John Cena's coming. This is why he's in my psyche as a good person, and why the Make-A-Wish shit's in my head. Dude, there's so many coincidences in the past 2 days. So yesterday morning, I saw a video where John Cena signed something like 3,000 autographs in an hour because everyone who goes to the wrestling event gets one, I guess.
Dude, so that means when they go into freaking gold and silver pawn shop, they're not going to be worth anything. He's so devaluing.
Of course, no, I'm just saying. But to kids, that's like huge. You know what I mean? And then later on, someone on Reddit asked what the craziest Make-A-Wish wish anyone that works for Make-A-Wish had ever done for anyone. And John Cena was involved in so many of them that I was just like, holy shit, dude. And everybody's stories about him just seemed like a nice guy. Okay. But then Make-A-Wish, last night I got into Howard Stern and I watched him interview Andy Richter about the whole Leno-Conan thing. Leno and Conan thing. And at one point, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. After that, I was watching Bobby Lee interview TJ Miller about Transformers. And TJ Miller was talking about how Michael Bay like berates him on set and stuff. But he has this great story about how Michael Bay is like actually really funny because he's super smart, and smart people are just inherently funny, I guess, is his theory. But at one point, Michael Bay has the Make-A-Wish kids there who wanted to see Transformers be made. And he's yelling at TJ. TJ Miller's like ad-libbing, throwing some improv out in the scene, and it's not really landing. It's not working. And Michael Bay comes over to him and yells, "Be fucking funny. You haven't been funny once in this entire scene. You haven't even made the Make-A-Wish kids laugh." And TJ Miller loves that. He thinks that's hilarious. He just thinks that's the funniest shit that's ever happened. Because he said he looked over and the Make-A-Wish kids were like, yeah, you're not making us laugh, dude. And
dude, you sound like a robot.
I sound like a robot?
Yeah, it's like you're like clipping and coming in and out. You need to get a new rig, dude.
Huh. Sugma.
Dude, the whole time I was like listening to you talk about TJ Miller. He's cool, I guess. I would love to hang out with him, but I don't know if he's that funny.
Sometimes he makes me laugh. Sometimes I'm just like, all right. He was really fucking funny in Silicon Valley, like pretty consistently, but in movies he's pretty hit and miss.
I like him better in movies. I liked him better in Deadpool.
I didn't really like Deadpool. I like the first one, I guess.
So, I mean, I've only seen it twice, and that's because it was on twice.
What'd you do? We went to a wedding.
Listen,
I just saw you.
No, we'll get into that. But I also was thinking like this for the tens of people. It's like you're probably wondering. It's like, weren't y'all just talking about being together? Yeah, we were. In that episode the next episode that we did, not together. Straight up didn't take advantage of doing an episode together. Not my fault. Your fault.
My fault.
Not my fault.
Huh? It
is your fault.
It's Ganjika's fault.
No, but yes, we did. But we'll get into that because that was a great time.
Yeah. Okay. So continue.
But all I had going through my head is like, can customers be promoted or like climb the tier? Can our customers loyal customers,
if they comment every once in a while,
can we give them the incentive? Hey guys, do you want to keep being customers or do you want to be Sugmanauts?
Oh, you could be a Sugmanut. You
can be a Ligma tenant.
Okay. Customers, here's a challenge for you.
Who wants to be a Sugmanut?
If you want to be a Sugmanut, just comment below who your most favorite famous Sugmanut's name is.
You got to earn your way to Sugmanut. You're first to Sugma, then you're Sugmanut, then you're Sugmanuts.
Then Sugmanut. No, take out the nuts one. And then we need, because there's too many tiers, it's going to be like the Fast and the Furious, Fast and Furious.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know. It just gets confusing. People will be like, but I thought I was the Fast and Furious.
It's like kind of you and your whole Scientology thing. Like you're up the ranks, but you're not a Scientologist. You know what I mean?
You don't get to go up in the ship, but you do get to go work on the ship.
Joel's like
the one that's in the ocean.
John. I just called you John.
Hey, John.
Joel.
Yeah.
Hey, John,
Joel,
while you're up there, would you mind grabbing me some Ligma?
I'm sorry, Ligma.
I would not be surprised if like Joel got like an honorary Scientologist award and then be like, yeah, he's just the one guy that we just didn't really
Couldn't catch him.
But we like him and he's on board.
Good guy.
Yeah.
Good fucking guy.
Oh shit, dude. That was a intense opening, dude.
Yeah, dude. The first 20 minutes of this went really, really well. I think we're gonna gain a lot of new Sugma nuts with this.
A Sugma knot.
Dude, I try so hard to be classy every time I get a new place, and it doesn't ever really pan out. But look, I got these coasters from the old place, and I finally put them to good use here. Damn to fucking horses.
Joel, we talk about those coasters. That's the second time you showed them like on air. Like if you listen to older episodes, you're like, you like my horse coasters?
Do you think the Sugma nuts have a problem with that?
No, but it's just like you always have anyways, I love your horse coasters. That's that's good. Whew. So anyways, Joel and I were together this past week and we went to a wedding, and I want to say congratulations to Cheds on his special day. It was where I believe I'm speaking for Joel and I. We are so grateful you invited us, and we were there and got to be with the whole gang again. And it was a really good. It was a nice day. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it was great. Can I read your text messages? Okay.
So to that.
So Doug. So here's how this breaks down.
Look, I showed up a little bit late. I can't help it.
No, I know. Sorry.
What's wrong?
Thing. Oh, nothing. I'll tell you about that off there. It's nothing bad, just not podcast even worthy. Really, it's not good.
Yeah, sure.
Not
go ahead.
Story.
Okay.
So I cruised down there. We left pretty early, and we get there and we get to our hotel. And first off, our hotel is connected to a hospital, which I keep saying as if I was pretty surprised and kind of put off by it. But like everyone else is like, so what? So I guess it doesn't fucking matter. But I wish they would have advertised like, hey, this is the hospital hotel.
Well, if you had another one of your freaking crazy panic attacks, you'd just walk next door.
Luckily, all the gas stations were across a highway, so if you wanted anything, you could just fucking die, and then go straight back to the hotel or hospital.
Dude,
text us.
I had a panic attack last week.
Shit, maybe I could take you back to that hotel. You know where it's at now.
Maybe we can go to that hotel now.
So we get there, and we got there at like 3:30. Check-in's usually 3, and the wedding's at 5. I'm not sure how long it's going to take us to get there, so I wanted us to leave at like 4:15, whatever. We get there, and the lady's like, sorry, no rooms are ready. And I was like, oh, shit, well, we have to be like, we have shit we need to do. We have a wedding we need to be at. And I was like, is there anything you can do? You know, because I don't want to be an asshole, but I was trying to make my point, like, really, if there's anything you actually, like, I'll take a shittier room or whatever. And she goes back and she's like, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do. And I was like, well, can we take over the lobby? I was like, we got to get ready, man. Can we use like a bathroom down here or something? And she's like, yeah, for sure. And I can bring you towels or whatever. And I was like, nah, we're not going to like shower in your bathroom. So we get all our stuff. Then we come back in. She's like, never mind, I'll find you a room. Didn't think anything of it. We go up to the room. It's pretty nice. It's pretty big. So Doug texts me that he's going to be there. And I'm like, cool. And we leave and we get there and we're meeting up with everybody. And Doug texts me at like 4:45 or like 4:35. He texts me and he says, and the wedding starts at 5. And he texts me and he says, what's the address? And then I didn't see it. And then at 4:45, he texts me and says, there's not an address on the Evite. And so I text him the address, and Doug ends up showing up once the wedding has already begun. So everybody's seated. The wedding is happening. Doug walks up late and goes and hides in the trees. And after the ceremony, which was lovely, I look at my phone.
Beautiful ceremony.
And the first thing I see when I look at my phone is a picture of the ceremony happening through the trees, which I know y'all can't really see, but it's funny. It's a funny picture. And then it says, where you at, player? Stand up real quick. A bond under God. It can never be broken. Jesus is pure love. Hey, where are you? Stand up. Hey, is Big Glenn here? Hey, I heard you have the ring. Hi. And while he's sitting in the crowd, but while he's sending me that, he's also sending Jeff the same text messages, who is standing on stage in the wedding.
I didn't know he had. I didn't think he would have his phone on him.
So apparently his phone was going all night. Anyway, so then we went and we had some good ass food. Service. Yeah, dude, the whole thing was real nice.
Hey, catered by Chewy's, dude. That's clutch. I didn't even think. I would never think about that. Get Chewy's.
I texted him the night before.
No, we're like, so like, Joel. I was like, hey, Joel, all awkwardly waiting to go get food, and Joel goes, "Hey, yeah, let's go on." Joel, you straight up went. The mother of the groom was just like, "Hey guys, you'll go ahead and get some to eat." And Joel goes, "Yeah." You go, "Yeah, about to get in line so we can get." I can't deal with it. He said, "Yeah, I'm about to get in line so we can get in line so we get some enchiladas."
That's what I was told. Someone in the crowd said there was enchiladas.
And Ched's mom, some enchiladas. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, are they having enchiladas? You're like, I walked up, there was no enchiladas at all.
I meant fajitas.
It's just like you weren't being funny. You just didn't know what else to say. You're just like trying to get the conversation, like keep it moving, like enchiladas. And I'm like, there's no fucking enchiladas here. That's it. That was one of my favorite moments. And then, but it was cool, dude. We're all hanging outside. Got to see somebody that we talk about a lot on here. He's still there. He's still the same old guy. And then we got to actually start getting to talking about the next wedding coming up.
Yeah, yours.
No, not mine. Your wedding.
Mine.
So we decided a date for Joel's bachelor party. Can we say it?
Sure.
September 11th is Joel's bachelor party coming up. So if you guys want to
don't want anyone to ever forget.
For sure. So if you guys want to start sending us some freaking cash and stuff to really make it as special as possible, we can figure that out. But if not, Joel, we need suggestions, ideas, what we can do. Joel wants to go camping.
I want to go into nature and hang out like by the water and in the woods. And like, I don't care if we have a tent or an RV or like a little cabin. I just want to fucking go chill. And
so I go camping, so we can do that. I haven't been camping in years, actually, but so I'm totally into that. But this is your special day.
That's all.
You know what I mean? You want to go camping?
Yeah.
I even said there's a fucking weird one-off Comic-Con happening.
No, there's also no. I want to go camping.
You want to go camping?
Yes.
I mean, I'm down. Yeah, we can make that happen.
I've just been feeling the fuck out of nature lately. And last night I took a bunch of antihistamines and watched Pig. And I was just vibing so hard with nature.
Antihistamines? Like
yeah,
what?
I was.
Like Benadryl?
No, Doxa. Yes, close to Benadryl. Little different than Benadryl.
You were doing it to feel good?
No, I just had some sinus pressure and I was trying to relieve it, but it made me like drowsy. Sleepy. So I was watching Pig.
Well, hey, dude, like if that's what you want to do, we can figure it out. I mean, if you wanted to go to a place like Big Bend, we can make it happen. But I'm just saying that is a long drive.
No, we could, well, yeah, for sure. And but we could I think if that doesn't necessarily work, just the equivalent that works better for us, Yeah,
no, we can figure something out. Or you can just, or we can just go up there to you and just have a night out.
I'd like it up here. I would like it for my special day to be like out in camping.
I just cannot believe that you're saying you want to go camping. I just cannot. I don't even, I don't think you've ever been, I don't think you understand what happens when you camp.
Dude, I've been camping quite a few times. I know that I haven't done it here and I haven't done it with you, but I love nature and I am trying to turn over more of a new leaf, and one of the parts of that is getting back to stuff I really like to do. And one of those things is I do
Like saying
really
you
enjoy.
love nature is like some.
I know. Think about when I first moved back, all the times we used to go play disc golf. And that seems really out of the ordinary for me now, right? But at the time, I was like, every day, gung-ho, let's go play disc golf, let's chunk, you know? That's really out of the ordinary for me now. But we were outside and we were doing stuff, and I loved it. So I do have it in me, and I do want to go camping.
Sure. Okay. I mean, but there's no showers.
Fuck it, bro, I don't take a shower here. Why would you lead with that? Why would you lead with that?
I know. I messed up. But you can't, like, pooping's weird.
Bro, what is that supposed
When's
to
the last time you pooped?
I don't know, like 20 minutes
When's the last time you had a nice ropey poop? Huh?
20 minutes ago? Oh, I guess it's a little longer than that, maybe.
I set everything up early today, and I sent a text like saying ready to go. You're like, oh, I'm in the bath.
Yep, I was chilling, bro.
Just soaking before the show, just making sure that you're completely relaxed. You ever do Epsom soaks?
No, not once or twice, but I do bath bombs occasionally that have,
Dude,
I guess, Epsom salts.
Love bath bombs. Love bath bombs, dude. You ever go to Lush?
No, but we've ordered some offline.
No, dude, going to a Lush store, like I'm like real sensitive to smells. The moment I walk in there, instant headache. So you know it's good. You gotta check it out.
I fucked up and bought one at Walmart because I was just like, I was buying some candles. This is back in Austin a long time ago, and I bought this green one.
Remember this?
Yeah.
We talked about it on the show. We did a freaking ad for it.
Yeah. And when we moved here, we took it with us. And I was like, when we finally got here, I was like, fuck it, I'm going to try this one. Nope. It turns the water into green slime.
Dude, that is so crazy. I have an ad for that in here somewhere. Let me get in my notes.
Get my nuts. Got him.
Man, all my old sponsorships are just like kind of gone.
I'll see if I have any. Hold on, I'll read a sponsorship. It's time for a sponsorship from I Didn't See It, But I Believe You. Thanks for listening, everybody. My name's Joel, and this has been Douglas talking to everybody for the past 30 minutes. And if you didn't know, we occasionally get sponsorships. They pay us to tell you to pay them.
Dude, that's so crazy. I found them. Joel, Poetry app. That's my first one. Remember Poetry app?
Yeah, dude.
Chunk. AC me nuts. That's the sponsorships. Slip Slaps Frog Cream. The Panty app. Why aren't you talking?
Oh, I just realized what's happening. Wait.
These are all our apps. All of our old.
I know. I just forgot. I got a new phone a couple months ago, so I was like, "Why are all my notes gone?" But they're in my other phone. I don't have any anymore.
Giggle. Oh, dude, remember this old question? Hey, Joel, I doubt you remember me, but certainly I remember you. A while back, I ran into you, and I was amazed how kind and thoughtful you were. Before that, I always thought you were on the verge of mental collapse and never wanted to be around you. Well, I was wrong. So my question is, what time do you wake up, and what do you typically eat for breakfast?
Okay. Interesting.
You remember that?
I don't, but I'd like to address it again. First off, thanks for writing in. I think I'd feel okay with nominating whoever wrote that as the first honorary SUGMANAUT, or at least SUGMANUT. I wake up around 10:30, 11, and I eat bacon. That's
pretty much what you said like a year and a half ago. You said the same exact fucking thing.
A lot of things don't change no matter how, hey baby, no matter how much changes, a lot of things stay the same. Did you see Garth Brooks dyed his beard black?
Dear Joel, longtime listener and also suffer from rotten teeth disease. I found where you live. Your address is 4532 South Hampton Street, Austin, Texas, 77954. Pretty cool. Well, hope you're well, and remember, never stop smiling. Tom. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. I'm going to start going through those, and maybe we can archive them a little bit better.
Yeah,
Huh?
we should let's put out a book. Hey,
Yeah, that's what you're
SUGMANAUTS,
supposed
would
to do.
y'all want to read a book?
Dude, there's our fellow Sugma nuts.
Can y'all
Dude,
read?
so also a very big podcast that we talk about a lot on here put out a bicycle.
Who?
Like a bicycle.
Cumtown?
Last podcast on the left.
A bicycle from them? Really?
A bicycle. Like they have their own bike. I was like, that's kind of. I mean, I guess they're doing it obviously to just do it and like not to like, you know what I mean? Just for the shits and giggles, just say they have a bicycle. You know what I mean? But it's just like, what?
That's weird, but I like it. Dude, do you like Wendy's?
I ate Wendy's for the first time the other night in years.
Well, you're gonna love Wendy's nuts hit your face. Damn!
That's a good one.
Got him.
It's always funny when you see those viral tweets or like memes where they're like, yeah, I can't wait to listen to a podcast of two grown men just talking over each other and talking about their nuts. It's like
hey, look no further. You found us.
Well, you found us.
I know you hate the Yankees by virtue,
Mm-hmm.
but do you prefer?
Perver?
Do
you say do I perver?
Do you prefer? Hey, I know you hate the Yankees by virtue, but if you had to choose between the Yankees and the Expos, who would you choose?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like, which one
choose
do you hate?
For what?
To hate less, I guess.
I mean, I don't hate anything.
Okay, which do you like more, the Yankees or the Expos?
Expos.
Well, you can expose these nuts. I'm gonna burn this to the ground.
Well, you can't hit me with another one because I'll just fucking know what's coming. That was good though.
I'm not gonna hit you with any more.
Well, it's so funny because you got me because I went to that freaking Yankees Sox game the other day, and I thought you were gonna make me defend. I thought you were gonna make me defend myself for being a one-day Sox fan, Red Sox fan. I was prepared.
Oh no, I would never do that to you. I would never do that to you. Okay, so did you know?
Dude, did you know that your eyes you remember when I was saying your eyes look clouded over and like so like glassy and just like kind of like Sub-Zero from the original Mortal Kombat film?
Yeah.
Or not Sub-Zero, Scorpion.
Okay. With the wide eyes? Like Jaws?
Yeah. What's happening with you? I just noticed that everybody had such beautiful eyes, and yours are all cloudy and gray.
Yours are just gray. You have gray eyes. What's up with your eyes?
Well, how old do you have to be to get glaucoma?
What's up?
How old do you have to be to get glaucoma?
I got it when I was like 12.
You have glaucoma?
Uh-huh.
You do, don't you?
No.
I thought you did. Is that where you? Well, dude, if you have glaucoma, don't you get like Delta 9?
Hell yeah, you probably would. That's what the joke used to be. You just said you had glaucoma. I have astigmatism, bro. I don't have
astigmatism. Astigmatism is when your eye is like a football shape,
bullshit.
Right?
It's when your eye's bullshit. It just gets worse and worse.
Does it hurt?
No, and my eyes just suck.
When I was wearing those fucking glasses for like 6 months because that doctor told me I had astigmatism.
And
it didn't do shit.
Oh yeah, because after we talked about that, we talked about how Cody had never had glasses till he was 24, and he was like, "Holy shit!" Because he thought the world was supposed to look blurry. He was driving and shit, dude.
He was younger than 24.
Dude, he drove me around and shit before he had glasses.
He was younger than 24.
Dude, and then he worked with slaw bunnies.
Slaw bunnies nuts, Joel. I told you might as well just fucking stop now because I'm gonna fucking catch every single one now. You got me pretty damn good with the Yankee and Expos. That was pretty. That was good. Dude, did I show you the freaking hat that I got from the Fenway Park? I'm like, dude, everybody knows I'm a diehard Mets fan, but that game was so cool. Dude, I was like, my parents came and saw me at my new job today, and that was really special. Like, they were like, dude, my parents are very good about being proud of their kids. They like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what you're going to do, whatever. But my parents were like genuinely proud of me today. Like, I think even more, like the hardwood, they definitely are proud. But like with my new job, they're like, wow, like they saw like what I really do. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so like they're like, wow, and like I was telling this story about how like I had because they wanted to know about my nephew and how if he had fun at Fenway and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, he had a blast. I'm like, he got me into the game, blah blah. And I was like, this is how much of a Mets fan my family is. I'm like, we had so much fun that I bought a freaking Boston hat, and my dad just goes, ah! Just like you start dying laughing, like you did what? Like I know, like that's how crazy.
Show us.
Oh yeah, be right back. For old time's sake, sorry.
So, guys, I think I can get him one more time before we get off. Probably not though. So I watched Jungle Cruise last night, and I'm just going to very quickly say that it's an absolute blast. If you're a fan of movies like The Mummy from 1999 or Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, like specifically the first one before it gets too convoluted, man, Jungle Cruise was just an absolute blast. I loved it. The end.
All right, here's our ASMR segment brought to you by Jungle Cruise.
If you love action and Emily Blunt, you're going to love The Rock.
This is a pop-up. We should probably just go back and like in our notes for the shows, just put like our ASMR timestamp.
You can come over here and lick these nuts.
I can't get behind that. Yeah, that's a Boston hat I got.
Oh yeah, that's a bucket hat. That's badass. I'll buy that from you right now.
Dope. $75.
62.
Huh?
$62.50 Venmo right now.
And you pay for shipping?
That
comes up to 75 essentially.
Yeah, that's my goal.
Yeah, 75.
You could just lie and ship it media mail. Say it's a CD.
This hat was, hold on, let me sell it to you real quick. This hat is from Fenway Park when they had one of the biggest comebacks of their year against the Yankees, dude.
That's true. But that's true. That's true.
It hasn't been worn.
55 plus shipping.
This hat is seen, huh?
55 plus shipping.
I bought it for fucking 60.
Yeah, but you could say it's media mail. It's used.
I did not buy this for $60, Joel.
Okay, but you could say it's media
how much
mail.
I bought it
for? 40.
And I'll even throw in the right field store receipt from Fenway Park in the damn mix, bro.
Just wait till someone enhances that and takes your right field ass credit card straight to the mall.
All right. How much do you think this cost? Seriously.
From the park.
It's 47 brand too.
Yeah, I'm thinking. It's definitely more than 40, and it's probably under 80. So I'm gonna go 65. But you said specifically I didn't spend $60 on this, so I feel like it's probably less than that, and that's the shock. So
$35.
I was literally saying so 35.
You're just taking too long. $35.
All right, I'll give you $75 and shipping for it.
Done. But you gotta add in the receipt and the bag. I'll throw a poncho in for free.
You could poncho.
You know what? I always have like a weird thing like comprehending where somebody's like, if you buy this, we throw this in for free. It's like, well, then that's not free. Right. It's part of the cost. Even when I was a kid, I was like, that's not free.
I don't like when people complain about PlayStation Plus necessarily incessantly because I feel like we get a lot of value out of it, kind of, since we're also paying to get online, I guess. But it is a little disingenuous when people say things like, oh, you can't complain about PlayStation Plus because it's free. It ain't. The games they give me aren't free. I pay like $12 a month for the service. That makes it not free. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So people are like, oh, when you do all this, you get all this for free. It's like, then it's not fucking free.
Or the
it's like
Netflix is taking away my favorite show. Well, they don't fucking have to. It's free. It's not free. You're paying for fucking Netflix.
Like let's just say a poncho and the hat. They'd be like, you'd have to walk into the store and be like, hey, do you want this free poncho? Sure, you have a free poncho. You could leave. And then be like, actually, I like the hat too. It's like, well, you have to buy the hat. So when you leave, you're like, I bought this hat and got a free poncho. You know what I mean? It's not when you're taxed. It's not how you're taxed, but when you're taxed. You know what I mean? That kind of thing.
Right. Also, it's like if you bust somebody with a prostitute and they say it was their first time, and you say, I hear that all the time. Does that make it not true?
What?
Don't you ever think sometimes those poor dudes on cops were probably telling the truth? It probably was their first time, but the cops and the viewer is always like, fucking doubt that, bro. You're definitely cruising for a bruising like every night.
So what though? Like, what was? You're saying the first time they should go to? Wait, what's the first time? What's the difference?
Well, it shouldn't be a crime anyway. But I was just saying, don't you feel bad for some of the dudes who were on cops and they got busted because they showed their face and shit, and they'd be like, "This guy was with a prostitute," and he's like, "It was my first time," and the cops are always like, "Yeah, right," and the viewer by proxy is always like, "Yeah, fucking right. These dudes are pathetic."
Oh yeah, and yes, you're right. It should not. It shouldn't be illegal, and not for the Johns, but for the freaking women and whoever.
100%. But also, I miss cops, and I hope it comes back soon.
I thought you weren't allowed to say that.
The show Cops, I liked that show. Who didn't like watching that show? Is that a hot take? I don't like seeing people exploited, but Cops was a pretty funny show for the 35 years it was on.
It was fucking insane, dude. Is Cops the one where we had that whole soundbite from? He had sex on the carpet.
Yeah,
is that
dude?
Cops?
Look, and here's the thing. The majority of the people on Cops when I was growing up was white trash hillbilly people acting a fool most of the time.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, I always came up being like dumbass white people.
Yeah, it's all. Yeah, it was the best.
Live PD was pretty bad. It was fun to watch, but when you find out all the shit they were doing behind the scenes, I was like, oh yikes. But I mean,
cousin was on it twice.
I know, and that's the thing. Like, the dude who got married this weekend. I swear to God, this is true. When I lived in LA, I was watching Cops, and there was an episode in Austin where they pulled somebody over that looked just like him, and he had a shit ton of weed, and he goes to jail. And I was telling everybody around me, I know this fucking dude. I know this guy. And it wasn't him.
Yeah. Great. Fuck yeah. Big fight coming on this weekend, Joel. One of my favorite fighters of all time is fighting this weekend.
Oh, yeah?
Derek Lewis, hailing from Houston, Texas. The knockout king, the freaking beast, dude. He is one of the most entertaining fighters out there, and he just learned to dude. Like, it doesn't matter who you are, you just love this dude. You know, look him up.
He's what? He's fighting Surly Gain?
Yeah, Cyril. That's how you say it. It's a weird name. It's like Gain, but it is Gain. I think it is. What is it?
Surly?
Yeah, Cyril.
Cereal.
No, Cyril Gain.
I can't believe it's already August, bruh.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking nuts. And the Black Beast, dude. So dude, he's older than me. Derek Lewis is older than me by days, dude. He's February 7th, 1985. I'm February 20th. Holy shit. If I met Derek Lewis, dude, I'd probably fuck no. I can't even joke about that, dude. He's one of the fucking most terrifying strikers on the planet. He has an actual win over Francis Ngannou.
Do you think I could take him?
Yeah, most certainly.
I could take you for sure.
Oh, fucking in your bra.
I caught a fly the other day. Lost my fucking mind. Dude, nobody was around to see it though.
Why are you fucking saying? So I'm like darting looking at this fucking fly.
Yeah,
and this fucking fly.
But I figured,
dude, this fly that's fucking darting around. He has it. I can tell it's the same. He's right here. I can tell it's the same fucking fly that's been in this apartment for like 3 days now.
Yeah, and he's just probably getting fatter and fatter.
I know he's the same one. Like there's not There's not flies. There's just this fly. Some of you see him?
Yep.
I'm dead serious. Did you see him?
Yeah, he just darted off in the corner. They're getting fatter. You notice that? Oh,
yeah, because all the government money.
Hold on. I got something crazy. I got something crazy for you. Okay, have you heard about the Tucson drone?
No.
Okay, I'm not saying this is a UFO. In fact, I'd say it's more likely you should be scared about this because of the implications of what it would be not a UFO. But this is largely not being reported on like big news because of, I guess, they're focused on all kinds of other stuff. But in Tucson, I want to say 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay. Actually, shit. It was all the way back in June. They released documents about something that happened in February of this year where a drone flew over Tucson at over 120 miles an hour for hours, which is completely impossible with any kind of drone that you can buy commercially. That is not possible. Okay. And this thing was flying above mountains and shit. Also completely impossible to do with anything you could buy commercially. So the Tucson PD, and I believe even PDs from other areas, were chasing it. High-speed chase in the air with helicopters. Okay. And this thing was taunting them, flying in circles around their helicopter at 120 miles an hour with insane precision. Like crazy. And their report is nuts. There's parts where they're like, it's appearing or reappearing. And,
interesting. The Tucson drone?
The Tucson drone, bro. So my theory is that we're about to enter a whole new wave of some kind of fucking terror theater or whatever with fucking drone warfare and shit.
No, for sure. It's just crazy because, like, I hope, that you could be anything. And it's just weird how, like, all of a sudden, like, that report came out, like, it's not from extraterrestrial. And, like, all that stuff that was, like, such a big deal in June was completely just squashed in a matter of, like, moments.
Mm-hmm. I think that, and also, man, the hacking is getting crazier, too. They're taking out, like, the hacking is getting wild. So I think between the cyber warfare and this drone shit is crazy. Because I was looking after that, I went down this rabbit hole just looking into like drone technology. And there's interviews with dudes who are like work for the military on drones and shit, and are reading that report from the Tucson thing, and are kind of saying like, yo, I mean, a lot of people have been warning about this for a really long time. Like this technology, if you have the access to it and it's already that good, you cannot begin to imagine the access that, certain people would be able to get. And then you take into account that, dude, nothing is really stopping. And I don't even like, you don't have to think about things like this, but right now, nothing is really stopping somebody from strapping a bunch of fucking razors to a drone and flying it into a crowd or some shit like that. Something weird like that. You know what I mean? And like, this, that worst of people shit. And you're like, I hope nothing like that would happen. But man, drones are scarier than just about anything else that's out there right now. And they're coming in like coolly, because of the fact that you can use them for so much great shit, like filming and fucking all kinds of really good stuff. But man, like low key, drones are starting to get pretty fucking nuts. If they can just, if they're just taunting fucking dude, helicopters coming out from a police department is supposed to mean they're ready to squash a problem, bro. You know what I mean? Now all of a sudden there's just something out there taunting that. Come on, man. That's like, and like, shit. So maybe there's an argument for like the militarization that's been going on with police departments. Maybe they know something we don't, although it seems like it's mostly backwoods little towns that have tanks and shit. But like, still, like it is weird.
Why does Cuero, Texas need like a freaking full arsenal that could take out a freaking terrorist group?
Dude, these fucking SUV cops in Grapevine have some of the nicest cars I've ever fucking seen. Like their shit's just, everything around here is so fucking like overdone.
Yeah, dude, there's just one warehouse in Cuero. Like you watch it, you drive by where the doors open, it's like SWAT tanks and stuff like that. In Cuero, it's like, what? Why? It's like you're supposed to just be like getting cats out of trees and stuff.
Yeah, but it keeps them in pocket to the right people, because then they can be like, hey, remember when we gave you all that cool shit?
Yeah, but hey, when's the last time you took out that cool shit? Like, well, at least you have it.
Yeah, at least you have it in case you have to fight any of those evil immigrants. That's basically the conversation in the South, and you just change that around a little bit for what part of the country you're in.
Hey, there's a fucking new fast food restaurant that's like taking root down here in South Texas. It might already be up there where you're at. Have you heard of Hawaiian Bros?
Hawaii? Bros? No.
Hawaiian Bros. Like apparently it's
Jollibee?
like what?
Is it like Jollibee? Because I've been seeing that's
No.
catching on a lot too.
No, but like that's a Malaysian fast food, right?
Oh shit! I was under the impression it was Hawaiian. I guess I'm completely wrong on that then.
Yeah, I think it's like Malaysia or something. I could absolutely be wrong. Why don't you look that up? But anyways, like so anybody who hasn't been to Hawaiian Bros, I believe, is essentially fast Hawaiian food, and apparently Hawaiians all know about it. It's a thing over there, and it's just now starting to make its way over here, and it is fucking awesome. Filipino. What did I say? Malaysian? Filipino. But dude, it is so freaking good, Joel. Next time you go, dude, in their mac salad, dude, I'll never make macaroni salad ever again. I'll just go to this place and just get a quart of it and take to a party. Seriously, you got to check it out, man.
Okay, Hawaiian Bros, Texas. You say there's some in Austin? Because I'm searching this and it pulls up.
Yeah, there's one in Austin. There's one in Kyle.
Garland, Kyle, Austin. Damn, I don't think there's any close to me. San Marcos. I don't know.
San Marcos is pretty close to you.
Shit. Oh, Garland is fairly close to me.
Yeah, Garland's up there.
Garland is the one that's in the DFW area. I could probably cruise up and check that out tomorrow.
Yeah, you should, dude. Garlic, Texas. I bet you there is a Garlic, Texas. Let's find out.
There's what 357 million different Texas towns.
Garlic, Texas toast.
Garlic.
I guess not.
Nope. But let's find the weirdest Texas we can think of off the top of our head.
Dude, we should start our own town called Garlic, Texas.
Let's do it. We'll crescent or we'll crown the area that we're camping at Garlic, Texas. And we'll document the whole thing. Like we'll build our society in one day, and then we'll put out a bachelor party video called Garlic, Texas, and it'll become a student film. And I'll be the next Kevin Smith, and I'll just be high all the time making movies about Garlic, Texas, and that'll be my.
We're all the Sugmanauts. We're all the Sugmanauts.
Oh yeah, because in 1943, a UFO crashed there. And this alien came out and got the first American with a D's nuts joke. What? And that's where he was like,
"I come in Ligma,"
and they were like, "What is Ligma?" And he's like,
"Ligma nuts." Ah.
And so after that, Garlic, Texas, 1997.
97.
What the fuck I'm talking about? Blame it on the Gunjika, I guess.
Can drink these
nuts. That was my confession. I ate one of those like right before I took my.
Well, I didn't. I mean, I was having a little drink. Why not? I mean, I've been cut back on drinking so much. I'm like enjoying, just like I enjoy a drink on the cast today. And so that's not where I was like. I was just laughing though. That shit was fucking.
No, I was just having a good time, dude.
I had a case of the fucking giggles, dude. That was crazy.
Big time. I'm pretty fucking hungry for something that's not bullshit. I made hamburger helper earlier, but
what is this place called? Hawaiian Bros. Seriously,
it's in Garlic, Texas. Let's think. What's the most racist town in Texas is?
Jasper.
Vidor seems to be the
Vider.
Or Sunnyvale.
Jasper's not on there.
Let's see what the most racist states are.
I'm gonna assume.
What word? Well, shout out to Texas for not even making the top 10.
Fuck yeah! What is it?
Okay, I'm actually kind of surprised by a couple of these. Number one should be fairly easy to guess.
Alabama,
Georgia.
Okay. I believe that.
Number two is even more believable, Louisiana. And then it gets a little weird, Maryland, which I thought was kind of like a liberal stronghold. And then Michigan.
No,
and
Maryland, Baltimore? Baltimore, yeah. Maryland? Baltimore is like one of the most segregated freaking cities in the world.
That's true. Michigan, New York, which I guess New York skews like mostly conservative. And then Ohio, Vermont, and West Virginia, which I thought West Virginia would be way higher, but it's by But by population, they have such a small population.
And they also have
the whole population of Vermont is only 623,000.
Damn. And in Vermont, you can be 16. Yeah, you can be 16 years old and carry around with the freaking gun, just like concealed. Well, not concealed, but September 1st. Dude, that's crazy.
That's scary, bro. I don't even really I don't have too strong of opinion on gun issues most of the time. I think be careful, but this seems like a really bad idea.
I mean, it doesn't seem like the best idea we've ever had, but
it seems like a pretty pandery idea. Like, hey, man, you guys should elect me again. I gave you all guns. Everybody else trying to take them away. I gave them to you.
Yeah, and it's like now everybody has guns. Everybody, it's pretty wild.
Way to back the blue, guys. Hey, way to back the blue. I'm sure they love that, by the way. The irony there is pretty fucking spectacular. You got to be kidding me.
Well, we'll see what happens. Anyways.
Something's going to happen, good or bad.
Thanks for listening to another episode of IDSIBIBY. I believe you. I'm Doug.
Hey, wait. Do you prefer tapes or CDs?
CDs, baby.
Well, I'm going to tape my dick to your forehead so you can see these nuts in your mouth.
Click right here if you want to subscribe to the channel, all that stuff, and where Joel's pointing if you want to watch the last episode. All right, y'all have a good one. Bye.
See you later, SUGMANAUTS.
SUGMANAUTS.